Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading, so Sag. So we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking towards this direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Sag, let's get started. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? So we do have the Three of Swords, we do have the Judgment card, and then we also have the Queen of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Four of Swords, okay? To the Knight of Wands, okay? This to me kind of feels, like a complete, 180. Is basically what I'm getting. Let's focus on this energy really quickly here, Sag. With the Knight of Wands to the Four of Swords to the Six of Cups coming out here, it appears to me that things between you and this person that you were, dealing with, things were good, right? Between the two of you, from the looks of it, it looks like things were really good, things really, really great. And it kind of looks like something happened here that completely turned this entire situation on its head is basically what I'm getting. Because things went from looking really good between the two of you to like really, really bad to like really, really fast. With the Three of Swords coming out here, this could definitely represent that a breakup occurred here between the two of you because of something that essentially happened. Or this could just basically be implying that things went from really, really good between the two of you to really, really bad to the point that this relationship is at the verge of essentially coming to an end, okay? Okay, let's look at this person and see how they're currently viewing this relationship with you. How does this person currently view this relationship with Sagittarius? We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Chariot, and then we also have the Knight of Pentacles out here. So in regards to how this person is essentially currently viewing this relationship with you, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Devil as well for this person. Okay, so with the Devil to the Ten of Wands coming out here, that's kind of telling me that even though you were under the impression, Sagittarius, that things were good / great between the two of you, it kind of looks like things on their end haven't been so good / great. It kind of looks like this person hasn't necessarily been happy within this dynamic here between the two of you. Now, they could have been portraying, I guess, this image like they were happy. That's definitely a possibility, but it kind of looks like this person wasn't necessarily happy within this dynamic here between the two of you due to like the amount of like unresolved issues, between the two of you, things of that nature. And with the Ten of Wands to the Chariot coming out here, this dynamic between the two of you is starting to become a little bit too much for this person to handle, is basically what I'm getting. But with the Knight of Pentacles coming out here, this to me feels like a 180 coming from them as well, because it's like they go from this is too much, I can't take this is too overwhelming, to Knight of Pentacles energy. So that's kind of telling me that even though the relationship in itself might be extremely overwhelming and burdensome for this person, I don't necessarily feel like this person's going anywhere. I don't know if this person is telling you that this person just simply can't take it and it's just too much, or what the case may be. But do I see this person going anywhere? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, but let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands to the Moon, and then we also have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, no, I don't see this person going anywhere. I don't see this person going anywhere. If this relationship did essentially come to an end between the two of you, it's only a matter of time before they come back, to be completely honest. But the primary reason why I don't feel like this relationship between the two of you guys is going to come to an end has a lot to do with the simple fact that, for one, this person still has that fight within them to essentially keep fighting for you in this dynamic between the two of you. With the Four of Pentacles coming out here, that also represents like an energy of somebody holding on to something for dear life, refusing to essentially let it go. And with the Moon coming out here, that's kind of telling me that this person can't quite picture or fathom their life without you. So then there's that as well. So do I think that this relationship is going to come to an end? No, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Okay. Let's look at you. How does Sagittarius currently feel about this relationship? So we have the Page of Swords, we got the Nine of Pentacles, and then we also have the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups. Okay. it kind of looks like a conversation is going to end up taking place here between the two of you that's going to have you feeling way better about your situation with this person to the right of me. So like I said, if you guys did break up, it's only a matter of time before this person contacts you and you guys work things out. If this relationship is at the verge of coming to an end, I think that you guys are going to have a conversation and essentially work things out with one another. And I do see you feeling a lot better about your, situation here with this person. How does this person currently feel? I'm gonna be honest. This relationship, it does appear to me that it has a lot of unresolved issues. I am getting that. Like, I feel like when something shows up within this dynamic, it's like, I say this, it's like the both of you tend to do this, where you guys kind of fall into this energy of like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. I don't know if I can do this. I am definitely getting that. And it causes the relationship to appear to the other person that the relationship is essentially coming to an end because of it. And I don't necessarily feel like it is. There's a possibility, Sag, that you could have found yourself feeling so overwhelmed by this connection and everything that you were going through, that you could have found yourself falling into this energy of like, oh my God, I just can't do this. It's just too much, right? Causing your person to essentially feel like, oh my God, this relationship is at the verge of coming to an end. Like, it has that type of flavor to it, but it's interesting because it's like this person goes from, oh my God, like, I just hate this freaking relationship. I just hate this marriage, to like, oh my God, Sag was like the best thing that could have ever happened to me, is kind of what I'm getting. So whatever the heck, I guess, is going on between the two of you, it's something that I do see the two of you moving past. Do I see the actual issue in itself getting resolved? No, but I do see you guys moving past it, like forgetting about it, you know what I mean? And deciding to like work it out. But like I said, if you guys did break up, dude, like, I do see you guys talking to one another again. I do see you guys like moving past whatever happened. I don't see the issue in itself getting resolved. But I see you guys like moving past it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting for this connection. So it's like they go from, oh my God, like, this is like the worst thing that could ever happen to me, as far as like, I guess, their relationship. They're very dramatic. I am getting that. Your person's very dramatic, but because I am getting that this person perceives this dynamic between the two of you as like the worst thing, you know what I mean, that could have ever happened to them or landed in this person's lap. But it's like they go from that to like, oh my God, I'm in love. Sag is like the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Like, it has that type of flavor to it. And you, like I said, you could have found yourself feeling that way, too, within this dynamic where you look at this person like, oh my God, like, they're the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And then like when things go left, you probably look at them like, oh my God, I wish I never met you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I don't see the issue in itself getting resolved. I just kind of see you guys like just kissing up and making up and just moving past it. That's like kind of what I see happening. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Devil out here. And then we also have the... Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Devil. Jeez, man. It's like this freaking relationship is constantly being tested every 2.5 seconds. It's like you guys are going through one moment here and then move past it. And like I said, the issue in itself is not getting resolved, but it's like you guys are going through one like difficult moment here to the point where it's putting the relationship at the verge of coming to an end, or it already did come to an end. And then I do see you guys like talking it out, working it out, kissing up and making up, right? And then boom, something else fucking happens. It's like this relationship is constantly getting tested left and right. Like, I feel like you're constantly getting tested left and right, but I feel like they're also getting constantly tested left and right within this relationship. What actions will this person take? It's interesting. This relationship is very interesting because I feel like you guys like take turns falling into this energy. I am getting that because it kind of looks like they were at this point within this dynamic with you where they're just like, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore. This is just too much. It's just too much. I just can't take it anymore. And then it causes you to fall into this energy of like, oh my God, they don't want to be with me anymore. They're done with me. Like, it has that type of feel, right? And then you guys kiss and make up, you know what I mean? And then boom, something else freaking happens. And it causes you to actually fall into this energy of like, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore. This is just not healthy for me. I just don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, now they're the one over here. You know what I mean? Like, scrambling, you know what I mean? To try to fix it, to try to make it right, to try to keep you in their life because, oh my God, what would this person do without you? You know what I mean? Like, It has that type of feel to it. Let's see what's going on your end that's causing this moment here between the two of you. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords to the Devil out here. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. And then we also have the Tower out here. Okay. So you guys are showing up as the King and the Queen of Wands. Now that we got that out here, I could kind of better like talk to you about your relationship with this person. So the primary reason why you're falling into this energy has nothing to do with something actually happening. It has a lot to do with everything that you've essentially been through, right? With this person. Just like I said, going back to like in the beginning when I was telling you that you were perceiving the relationship between the two of you to be perfectly fine, when in all actuality, your person, was, for the most part unhappy due to everything that has been going on between the two of you. Because it does appear to me, and it's not a judgmental thing when I say this, so just keep that in mind, but there's times where you've put this person through some things, and there's times where this person has essentially put you through some things as well. So nobody in this equation is totally innocent. You've done, your things to them, they've done their things to you. But when it comes onto this person, it kind of looks like the things that you've been putting them through, or the things that you have, put them through, it became a little too much for them, to the point where they're just like, oh my God, I can't do this. This is just too freaking much, right? And that's kind of what we're seeing here on your end, where you're starting to kind of feel like everything that this person has essentially put you through in the past. We're talking about in the past, right? How you just don't like it, and how you just can't believe yourself that you would, continue to even deal with somebody like this, especially after everything this person has put you through. Like, what are you thinking? To the point where you start to fall right into this energy of, oh my God, like I should really leave this person. I shouldn't continue to remain with them. This person's no good for me. I need to get out of this relationship. Like, it has that type of flavor to it. But this is an energy that you guys tend to fall into. And it has a lot to do with the fact that there is so many unresolved issues here between the two of you, that as much as you guys want to continue to live a life with one another and build with one another, you guys are also carrying around a lot of unresolved issues here that you guys have with one another, making it extremely hard and challenging for the both of you guys to just simply be happy and at peace with one another. I don't know, maybe when a moment of adversity shows up, you guys don't really know how to like resolve the issue. You know what I mean? And like fully like move past it. That's definitely a possibility, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like when something hits the fan, it's like you guys probably sit there, argue about it, go back and forth about it, and then eventually get tired of arguing about it and just simply let it go and move past it. And maybe that's what you guys been doing, to the point where the actual issue in itself doesn't actually get resolved. It continues to basically remain the same. You know what I mean? That's a possibility, but you guys are showing up as a King and the Queen of Wands. So that's kind of telling me that, for the most part, you're not really going anywhere, and neither are they. Primarily because the Queen of Wands is somebody who has a massive hold on the King of Wands, vice versa. So even though the relationship, it might get extremely toxic and unhealthy, it's kind of hard for you to fully let go of this dynamic and move forward and move on with your life like nothing. Same applies for this person. I think that it has a lot to do with the fact that these two, when they meet one another, they tend to experience an experience with one another that they never experienced before with anybody else. So when it is, time, for them to get up and go due to the amount of fighting, arguing, disagreements, it's very hard for these two to do that, primarily because they can't really picture or fathom their lives without one another. And they also know deep down inside that if they were to leave the relationship, chances are they're never going to find, something as amazing as what they share with you, vice versa. Granted, you guys have your problems, but every marriage and a relationship has their problems. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter where you go or who you end up with. You're going to have issues with that person that you're going to end up with. That is just like a given. That's not something that could be avoided. It is bound to eventually happen. So do I see you guys eventually moving past this moment and working things out? Yes. I just kind of feel like now it's your turn. It's like the best way that I can describe it. Now it's your turn to fall into this energy of like, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore. This is just too much. You know what I mean? And then them come in, you know what I mean? And try to talk you out of leaving them and things of that nature. But it kind of looks like you guys like take turns doing this. but it is due to these unresolved issues here between the two of you. It's not that y'all don't want to be with one another, because you guys want to be with one another. I just kind of feel like there's so many unresolved issues here between the two of you that makes it hard for you guys to be at peace and just simply happy with one another. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.